The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level. And you
I
know
fought everybody.
The last fighters you fought since 2002.
Mention me one. You
Since
mention me
2002.
one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look,
It's gonna
you.
be me.
I don't
And
care
you
about
will-
nobody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stump a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? Everybody else been saying, since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be next. Watch.
The moment is finally here. Canelo Alvarez and Terence, Bud Crawford have come face to face for what could be the last time before they step into the ring. It was a powerful encounter that immediately raised the excitement surrounding one of boxing's biggest matchups in recent years. And that's only the beginning. We'll break down everything surrounding this massive event, from the electric atmosphere during the face-off to a loaded undercard featuring some of the sport's most promising talents. We'll also look at the aggressive promotional campaign, the major financial backing coming from Turkey, Dana White's involvement, and the reason fans and experts remain sharply divided over who will come out on top. That we'll also revisit the thoughts of Amir Khan, one of the very few fighters with first-hand experience against both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. His perspective could offer valuable insight into a fight that has the entire boxing world talking.
Undisputed glory on the line.
This is my last chance, the only woman to it. Only drapes the doors in the picture.
The face-off is the perfect place to begin because this one felt nothing like the usual pre-fight meeting. Normally, both fighters lock eyes for a few moments, exchange a few words if they feel like it, and move on. This time, though, the tension told its own story. It was a mental battle unfolding long before the opening bell. Canelo stepped in with complete composure. His expression stayed steady, carrying the confidence of someone who spent years defending his place at the top. Everything about his body language suggested he believed the crown was still his, and he had no intention of letting anyone take it away. Then there was Crawford. His attention never wavered for a second. His gaze was sharp, unwavering, and filled with purpose. There wasn't even the slightest hint of hesitation or amusement on his face. Bud looked fully prepared for the challenge ahead, wearing the expression of a fighter who had already accepted the battle before it even began.
So, what do you like? You like
And what really got the fans talking were those brief confrontations. As the teams came face to face, emotions flared, sharp words were exchanged, and security had to step in before things escalated.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
The atmosphere was filled with intensity. This was far more than a typical promotional event. It was clear the rivalry had become genuine. After months of trading verbal shots, both sides finally stood face to face one last time before the fight, making it obvious that this matchup had turned deeply personal. The crowd couldn't get enough of it. Moments from the face-off spread across social media within minutes, with highlights, jokes, and fight predictions everywhere. Many fans are already saying it ranks among the most unforgettable pre-fight staredowns in recent memory.
I don't gotta knock him out to beat him. You know, he's never been knocked out before, but he lost fights before. You know, so everybody, you know, that's coming in thinking that I need a knockout to beat Canelo Alvarez is wrong. And that's not the approach that, you know, we take in this fight. If the knockout comes, then it comes. But we're not going in there to knock him out. We're not looking for the knockout.
Terence, you have said if you win, you feel you're on the Mount Rushmore.
When I win. I didn't say if I win.
Okay.
Said when I win.
When you win. Well, with that, you know, what is Terence Crawford's legacy with a win over Canelo?
Listen, I already said it. I'm on that mountain. Ain't nothing less
Now let's look at what makes this matchup one of the biggest events in modern boxing. Canelo Alvarez enters with a record of 63 victories, 2 defeats, and 2 draws, including 39 wins by knockout. He's the undisputed champion at super middleweight, the fighter who brought together all 4 major world titles at 168 pounds and has already secured his place among the sport's all-time greats. Standing across from him is Terence Crawford, who remains unbeaten with 41 wins, 31 of them by knockout. A champion across multiple weight divisions, he's built a reputation as one of boxing's most accomplished and versatile competitors. He's the fighter who dominated Errol Spence Jr., proving to the boxing world that he belongs in a class of his own, not just among the elite. But there's a major challenge ahead. Crawford is jumping up 2 weight divisions for this showdown, putting himself in Canelo's territory at 168 pounds, where the undisputed champion has ruled for years.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm going to take it come September 13th. I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they gonna cry when they go home. They cry.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Wow.
And there's another detail that makes this matchup even more significant. The fight will take place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, a venue that can accommodate around 65,000 fans and serves as the home of the Las Vegas Raiders. This goes far beyond a typical boxing card. It's a massive sporting spectacle.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight.
One of the biggest talking points surrounding this matchup is the noticeable difference in size between the two fighters. This isn't a slight advantage, it's a significant jump in weight classes. Canelo has made the 168-pound super middleweight division his home, and he's even competed at 175 pounds against opponents such as Sergey Kovalev and Dmitry Bivol.
I want to speak to you about some of Turkey's comments. He said he doesn't want Tom and Jerry, people running away in the ring. What did you make of that?
I agree with that. You know, people want to see a good fight. And I agree with that.
Do you think
because, you know, people come and spend money to see a great fight, and if the other fighter come and run all the night and don't make a good fight, it's deceptional.
Do you think he saw your fight with Skull and potentially came to the conclusion?
And we talk after. We talk after about that, and it's very sad. But, you know, it is what it is.
I know.
Crawford will do that?
I hope not, because we expect a great fight, the fight of the century, right? So
Canelo brings a naturally powerful build into the ring, with a compact, muscular frame and tremendous strength. He's known for delivering punches that opponents feel from the opening bell to the final round. He spent years trading heavy shots with fighters who are naturally much larger than Crawford. On the other hand, Terence "Bud" Crawford has done his finest work at 135, 140, and 147 pounds. He dominated those divisions, unified the welterweight class, and produced a one-sided victory over Errol Spence Jr. Even so, making the jump to 168 pounds presents an entirely new challenge. It's a massive leap into a weight class unlike anything he's faced before.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
one question keeps coming up among fans. Can Crawford's hand speed, defensive instincts, and exceptional ring IQ overcome Canelo's physical advantages? Or will the difference in size and power simply be too much to handle? Canelo has also downplayed the challenge in several interviews, suggesting that the matchup isn't logical because of the gap in weight. His message has been consistent. He believes Crawford is naturally too small and isn't suited for this division. From Canelo's perspective, this fight is taking place on familiar ground. He's competing in the weight class where he's most comfortable, a division where he believes strength, durability, and punching power give him the edge.
Tonight, Terence Crawford was with Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
no comment.
The main event isn't the only attraction worth watching. Turkey Al-Sheikh has put together an undercard loaded with talent, making sure the entire event delivers exciting matchups from the opening bout all the way to the headline fight.
Oscar De La Hoya wasted my time with this question.
Yeah, we saw Oscar De La Hoya trying to say that the fight was going to take place maybe in the daytime.
Yeah, this is what I want from you, to say his name. I decide with Dana White to have a breakfast in MGM at 10 a.m. inshallah. Then we will go to the arena to have the fights quick. And after that, we will go dinner to Carbon, and in the night we will watch Conjuring because it will launch in September. Oscar De La Hoya wastes my time with this question. Of course, this is in the peak. This is the boxing, the sport #1 in the world. This is Canelo and Crawford.
The matchup between Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas Jr. is one to keep an eye on. Both fighters enter the ring unbeaten, highly motivated, and carrying serious knockout potential. With so much at stake, this bout has every chance to become one of the night's biggest highlights. Another can't-miss contest features Christian Billy taking on Lester Martinez. Neither man is known for taking a backward step. Billy brings a flawless 29-0 record with 24 victories by knockout, along with the WBC interim title. Across the ring, Martinez is also undefeated at 19-0, with 16 of those wins ending inside the distance. Opening the action is Muhammad Alel against John Ornelas. Although Alel has only competed in 4 professional fights, he remains unbeaten and continues to build momentum. Ornelas, with a 5-2 record, is expected to provide a tough challenge thanks to his relentless style and willingness to trade punches. This event is about much more than the Canelo versus Crawford main event. The entire lineup has been assembled to deliver non-stop entertainment from the opening bell to the final fight. That's exactly why many believe this card has the potential to be the best boxing event of the year.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Rashid told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost the same.
So, who deserves the credit for putting together this massive event? Much of it goes to Turki Al-Sheikh and Dana White. As the driving force behind Riyadh season, Turki Al-Sheikh has become one of the biggest names shaping modern boxing. He's even labeled this matchup as the fight of the century, and considering everything surrounding it, that claim doesn't seem far-fetched. He's investing heavily to make this a worldwide attraction, backing everything from international media tours to large-scale promotional campaigns. Combined with Dana White's involvement, the goal is clear. Turn this into a boxing event that captures attention across the globe.
You had Canelo and Terence Crawford here for a press conference this week. What's it been like for you to get to see that fight come to fruition, given your boxing background? A lot of people don't understand that you've come from boxing.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, like I said, leading up to the press conference and at the press conference, for this to be my first fight to remote is incredible.
Adding even more attention to the event is Dana White, the longtime head of the UFC, making his first major move into the boxing world. It's a partnership very few people expected, and it speaks volumes about the scale of this matchup. The promotional events have been just as intense as the fight itself. Heated exchanges, face-offs that nearly turned physical, and non-stop trash talk have dominated the headlines. Moments like these keep fans invested, building anticipation with every appearance before the opening bell. When it comes to predicting the winner, the boxing community is far from united. Opinions are split right down the middle. Those backing Canelo believe the size difference will be the deciding factor. They argue that Crawford is giving up too much in physical strength, and if Canelo connects with his trademark power, the contest could end in dramatic fashion.
Crawford, Canelo, who you got? Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo. I got Canelo too. I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more. Yep. However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, They say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out till that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.
Supporters of Canelo highlight his durability, years of experience in the super middleweight division, and the elite opponents he's already defeated throughout his career. Meanwhile, Crawford's camp is confident that Bud's exceptional ring IQ, precise timing, and ability to seamlessly switch stances will create problems for Canelo. They believe his accurate counterpunching, smart footwork, and control of the action inside the ring can limit Canelo's trademark power and give him the edge.
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, you know, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something, you know, in certain fights,
Boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height-wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so now.
Corey, have you got a decision established? Because Bradman and Boozy think that Bud actually might stop him.
Me and Boozy talked about that. That's crazy. Me and him got on the phone and talked about it, but I think that's possible. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think it's a possibility if Canelo gets to acting out of line and not understanding that Bud could crack too. So.
Then there's Amir Khan, one of the rare fighters who has shared the ring with both men. He suffered a devastating knockout against Canelo and was later stopped by Crawford, giving him first-hand experience with each fighter. Because of that, many people value his perspective. Khan believes Crawford's outstanding fight IQ allows him to anticipate attacks. His movement can keep Canelo from getting comfortable, and his punching power is better than many give him credit for, enough to trouble Canelo. At the same time, he acknowledges that Canelo is the bigger, naturally stronger puncher. In Khan's view, the outcome will depend on whether Crawford's intelligence and strategy can overcome Canelo's physical strength and power.
He might be even stronger than Canelo. He might pack the weight on well. He might do really well in there. So look, regardless,
you fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them? Obviously, it's way.
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Yeah. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean.
Yeah.
So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard. Yeah. Because and you can see the strength. You know, when I was fighting against Crawford, I didn't think Crawford was that strong, but when he kind of moved me around a little bit, he is very strong as well. So look, yeah. But why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go up and fight Canelo?
This matchup is about far more than championship belts. It's about securing a lasting legacy. If Canelo comes out on top, it would further strengthen his case as one of the greatest Mexican boxers ever and reinforce his place among the sport's all-time pound-for-pound legends. For Crawford, the stakes are just as significant. Defeating Canelo after moving up 2 weight divisions would be a career-defining achievement. Taking the throne from a fighter of Canelo's caliber would immediately elevate Crawford into the conversation among boxing's greatest of all time.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I've been working out. You know, actually, I just got done running before we, head into the press conference. So everything is going according to plan, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 3-time undisputed champion come September 13th.
This event could have an impact that reaches well beyond the ring. With Netflix broadcasting the fight, Dana White playing a role, and major financial backing from Saudi Arabia, many believe it could reshape the future of boxing and how the sport is presented to fans around the world. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Who do you think gets the job done? Are you backing Canelo, the dominant force at 168 pounds? Or are you picking the unbeaten Terence Bud Crawford to make history by conquering another weight class? Share your prediction in the comments below. Mark your calendar. Fight night takes place on September 13th, live from Allegiant Stadium, and you'll be able to watch it free on Netflix. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.